Welcome to Business Exit Success, the podcast dedicated to helping small business owners on how they can successfully transition out of their business on their terms while also living a life of purpose and fulfillment after the sale. I am your host, certified financial planner and certified exit planning advisor, Tom Poltersdorf. Exit planning and succession planning. I use these two words quite often on my podcast, and many people, including myself a while back, will use these two words interchangeably, while at the same time they mean two completely different things. Today, I want to talk about each of these and explain what they mean, go through the differences, and why, as a business owner, planning for these will be essential if you sometime down the road want to exit and retire from your business. So first is exit planning. Exit planning is when you focus on driving the value of your company up and integrating your personal and financial objectives into it. So imagine there are these two paths side by side. One represents your business and the other represents your personal and financial goals. In many instances, each of these paths are heading in completely different directions. They are not aligned, not in sync with each other, and they are very far apart. Exit planning brings those two paths back together so they are aligned. There's clarity on where you want to be with your business and personal financial life. And both paths are working together in sync to get you there. Because at some point in the future, your business and personal financial life will cross paths, representing your transition, representing your exit out of the business into the next chapter of your life. Whether that's retirement, working on a board, being a consultant, whatever you want that to be. Naturally, when you do the right planning to get your two paths clearly defined and on the right track, you will end up having lots of options on how you want to exit, and it can be on your timeline because you put the work in upfront. So exit planning is focusing on value. It's focusing on increasing the attractiveness of your company. It's also working on your personal and financial goals and investments so that you're not depending on the sale of your business to be your only ticket to retirement. That is exit planning. Succession planning is very different. Succession planning considers the individual or individual's position within the business. It's the process of identifying these critical positions within your organization and developing action plans for them to succeed in the role. So this is talking about how to keep your most talented employees, and are there roles that you can potentially coach and train them into? For example, if there is someone within your company who has potential to take over and replace your role as the owner, are there team members that could become part of a leadership team and take on a managerial role within the business? Having a focus on this will help increase the probability of people becoming qualified for your owner role. At the very least, when you do this, you're building a leadership team of individuals who can, over time, start making critical business decisions without you being in the room. Not only does this allow you more freedom, but it also gives you time to focus on higher level thinking and vision for the business. And when the time comes to start approaching buyers to sell, or people start coming to you who are interested in potentially buying a portion or an acquisition of your business, having a strong management team behind you makes your business very attractive. I will leave you with some questions to ask yourself, and it will help you determine how ready someone is to potentially be a successor within your company. With each of the statements, rate the person 1 through 5, 1 being low and 5 being high. Again, you would do this by yourself. You would not do this in front of the person, okay? So here's the first one. How would you rate your successor on knowledge of the industry you work in, the company's products and services? How would you rate them on their strategic thinking skills, their decision-making and judgment? For each of those, rate them 1 through 5. The second one here, how often does your successor demonstrate the following competencies? How often do they solve problems rather than reacting to problems? Follows through on what they say and commitments they've made. Do they have the ability to persuade people and get others to buy in? So these are just a few to give you ideas on how to determine if someone is ready or has potential. There are obviously many more questions and statements you can come up with, and you know your business more than anyone. So you should have an idea of what qualities and capabilities a potential successor should have. The point is, exit planning and business succession planning are essential to ensure the continuity of your business. If something were to happen to you, it allows you to get back much of your freedom because you can delegate more and have trust in a competent leadership team to make sure everything's taken care of. The potential for a lucrative sale of your business goes way up, and you can make sure you have a legacy to leave behind. Hey, everybody, real quick before you take off, if you found this episode helpful in any way, please rate the podcast and leave a review. I would love to get your feedback and see if there are any topics you'd like to hear more about going forward. Thank you, and I appreciate you all very much.